We have Alight versus Collateral. Getting some information on them. Alight is a Pikachu player, if I'm not mistaken, with a lot of experience on Pikachu,
And
basically no
Collateral
secondaries.
is another Snake. I was gonna say Collateral is actually someone I'm familiar with.
Yeah.
He's a Snake player, as we mentioned, from production from Middle Tennessee. Someone who can, I don't want to say catch you taking some Collateral, but it's kind of what he does, right? The explosions catches you out. This matchup has a lot of volatility because Pikachu's multi-hits, those Thunder properties, he can just get caught by a hitbox, is light, and can just take a lot of stray damage against Snake, but he's also capable to pick up a grenade, toss it back, and just get a huge combo and kill you off one interaction.
Yeah, so what do you do to play around that as Snake? From what I understand, this is actually one of Pikachu's worst matchups.
I don't think it's like bad, right? Obviously, like
even.
Players like ESAM over MVD historically, but you do have just this ability we're seeing, right, to slow it down. Down tilt is really strong in the matchup as well, disjointed against a character that can crouch as low as Pikachu. Dash attack, trapping landings, being frame 6. Plus, if you can lane them to platforms just like that, up tilt catches Pikachu's falling aerials, right? His main combo starter super well. Up air, if you slingshot it, full shot covers full platform. So you have great tools that way as well. You have great tools. You can lane Pikachu to the platform, juggle him like we saw, and just find these early stocks because he's light and Snake's up tilt kills mad early.
Yeah. Definitely makes sense. Catching with that up tilt was a great way to take the first stock. Alight's looking to turn this one around, looking for a big edge guard. The Cypher eats it. The drag down Nair into the up smash, not quite taking an up smash on Pikachu. Not that strong of a move, and now we're back to neutral.
Yeah, the wave bounce there, right back out of dodge with the grenade as well, up in the radar. Gorgeous way to just, again, create some space, put that C4 between you and your opponent, establish a little bit of a wall. You see Collateral not really following his grenades in the way a player like Hurt or Apollo game might, but instead utilizing them as points on a stage, laying them out like a minefield to say, you have to pass this checkpoint, this checkpoint, and this checkpoint. Right there, that's a vertical wall. Those lobs, right, covering over the C4, and then he gets to hold the far platform. He says, this is my stage, and you just have to live under your platform, trapped in your little box.
This is a very interesting diagonal game plan here. Collateral actually trying to set up a nice tech chase there, isn't able to follow it. But anytime that Alight is in the air, Collateral is on the ground, and vice versa. And it's to catch landings like this. So when Alight plays on the ground, we saw Collateral playing a lot more aerially, playing a lot more grenade toss on the platform here. This is the exact thing that we're seeing, and it's working out so goldenly for Collateral.
And that down throw too, by knowing his character percent windows, knowing that F kill actually true on Pikachu compared to some of the rest of the cast, and so able to find that stock very quickly, earlier than he otherwise would, making full use of Snake's bait. Pikachu's relatively light raw kill power outside of that F smash, right, as well. So you hold on well to 190. Yes, you take that hit in the right third, but again, you're almost at 200%, and it still almost didn't kill.
Yeah.
So you are feeling very comfortable here with the lead. You just want to play around those grenades, slow it down, and abuse the fact that more than anything right now, Alight's not willing to grab Collateral.
Yep. Yeah, play around the grenades is right. It's the main reason that Pikachus hate this matchup at least a little bit, is because you cannot get a combo game started unless you are perfect, frame perfect. Otherwise, that frame 1 grenade pull is going to get you out of jail here. Chasing Collateral finally on the same level as Alight, staying on the ground. And now they're playing some real neutral. And
we're seeing these grenades, right, how they block T-Jolt as well. Don't detonate it. The grenade mean that you just get to control space. You get to lock down Pikachu's best tool to control pace of game, slow things down, get some combos started just from a distance. And Collateral needs to start picking up these grenades. Or sorry, if he wants to win, right, he's doing the right thing. Alight, on the flip side, needs to start picking up some of these grenades. Needs to start grabbing his opponent. And I'm beginning to think the fact that he found that sticky is insane, by the way.
Oh!
Like, what do you get stuck off the quick attack angle? Who does that? Who does that?
That was hot.
Bro, that was, like, I don't think I've watched a lot of Snake Pikachu.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've ever seen a Snake player try to sticky a Pikachu out of the end of quick attack. No. That was hot as heck.
Yeah. I love the way that Collateral played that. Look out for that again if we go back to like a double platform stage. Playing on the platforms whenever Alight is on the ground, and whenever Alight is aerial, playing for landing catches. I think we're going to see a stage swap. I'd be surprised if not.
And I think we'll go into the smaller stage, lower platforms here of small battlefields. This stage, though, actually might even be a little better for Snake. The platforms allow Snake to set up walls, set up his nest, significantly more efficiently. The lower height means you can actually kind of full hop to these platforms, you know. Oh, he has a little bit more flexibility in his movement, but also you don't have the room to get away from Pikachu, and if you're not careful, that up air thunder, right, is just going to send you roaring down to the blast zone. Right now, though, it's just all Collateral racking up the damage.
I'm honestly surprised that this was the choice. I have to assume that Hollow Bastion and Smashville were the bans for Collateral, and then maybe, I don't know what the other stage was, but going to small battlefield is also just playing into Snake's strengths. You get to cover a lot more percentage of the stage, and you still have plenty of room to run away and set up your trap situation. However, Alight is able to close the gap a little bit more effectively on the stage, and we're seeing that in play.
We absolutely are, but again, not willing to take those grabs. Remember, down throw, one of Pikachu's big combo throws, losing that neutral air, can lead into those up throw bridges as well. But Alight not looking for it is huge because grenade, right, throw as well, one of the great pieces of counterplay against grenade. Because you get that throw info to get through the explosion. If Snake has it in hand, he might just got carried into a combo. You let it blow up, and then you pick up the extension, get some extra damage for your trouble. Like, the first two rules of Snake counterplay are grab him and grab grenades and throw them back at him. And so far, where Alight is coming up short and where we're really seeing Collateral get this extra mileage is just that he's not implementing either of those tools.
Yeah, definitely fair. A lot of trapping setting up right now for Collateral, and Alight is really trying to press the attack, but unfortunately unable to do so, right? Like, quick attack is so dangerous to use because it can actually be punished if you land near your opponent, and otherwise your landings are going to get caught every day and night.
Yes, sir. The empty landing, late fastball right into the pivot up tilt to be very ambiguous about your landing lag, your spacing, trap that runoff plat, or the drop through was so smart from Collateral. Right now, though, finally getting grabbed. The air dodge read not going to find its mark. Collateral playing that one just well too patient from up top. Now this F smash frame 3 charge release. Yeah, it doesn't work. Yes, you don't get your drag down on the neutral, so you lose the stock. But 170, you're up a full one. I mean, you're pretty vibing here.
Yeah. Really looking for this F smash. I mean, Collateral definitely wants something nice, something clippable, I think, in this game, too. If it gets a little bit more dangerous, it might be a problem. Can't get that grenade into forward air, unfortunately, but really, really trying to fish for something spicy.
You were talking about something clippable. That was about as clippable a fish, right, as you can attempt to catch on the hook. Right now, though, it's going to be that double quick attack angle just to reset neutral. Alight trying to slow the pace of this game down, but recognizing that T-Jolt, unless you trap the grenade pull specifically, doesn't really have a window to get in.
No. Look at the movement from Collateral as well. Still getting hit by the T-Jolts, which is very funny, but they are moving. Like, they are sliding around like Indiana Jones.
And you see, right, setting up one grenade on the platform, one on the ground. Again, that vertical wall. Say, you don't get a pass go, Pikachu. You don't get to collect $200, and you certainly don't get to take the stock. Unfortunately, facing that way, that F tilt not true there. You got to catch the tail on the backside. That's why it worked before, but not against the head over on the right. Right now, though, it's going to be running into the C4. You got caught in your initial dash, and Kevin, Alight kind of let it be him.
Collateral is making these C4s look like proximity mines, honestly. Anytime that Alight is in the vicinity, they are going off and hitting a lot more consistently than you would imagine on this fast, tiny character with crazy mobility.
And a big reason for that is that we're not seeing him detonate them very often, right? They're just controlling space, but he's forcing you to respect your grenades. He's forcing you down, recognizing that Alight a little bit more aggressive player, again, not, you know, coming in on some of these aggressive options. He's baiting out these initial dashes. Remember, when you're in initial dash, that's committal. You can't jump out of it. You can't stop. And so C4 is something that just can call that out, even with the 11 frame startup. Right now, it allows you to get back to stage, though. Yeah, you took 20 extra %, but Snake now does that back literally out of a combo break.
You had one shot. You had one shot at that edge guard to interrupt the recovery after the Cypher was too low, right? And unfortunately couldn't capitalize on it.
You're looking for the tech chase, doesn't find it off the grab. I like that we said they're using the down throw or down tilt disjoint there to pressure shield, find the grab mix up because of the grenade pressure too. Collateral is putting you in these frame traps where you technically are actionable, but you're in a bad situation no matter what. And like the option coverage has been immaculate for me.
Yeah, absolutely. I do like Alight's option there, the spot dodge into the down smash, getting a little bit more advantage here, trying to hold down center. I love the down tilt disjoints. We were talking about that before. Now in the air, Alight on the back foot. Collateral's able to set up a little bit. The grenade is going to catch. You can't quick attack either way, otherwise you're going to get punished. We got grenade trapping.
But not gonna get locked down right now. The electric pat worms his way through that mousetrap, Kevin. because he's back on stage, resets to the neutral, but has to find a way around the grenade. Quick attack was such a cheeky little way in, right? Mixing up around that platform, but now you've given the time for that nest to get set again. He's playing around the C4, right? Trying to look for the conditioning and says, hey, actually, because you're worried about that, that's when I'm going to jump in. That's where I'm going to find the grab and the stop.
Yeah. There, we have grenade in hand. Decides not to toss it. That kind of surprises me. It actually forces Alight to shield, gets a Collateral back to stage. Really fishing for something spicy here, but I don't think you're in enough of an advantage for that to work. The Cypher and grenade cancels, getting the forward air broken, but the dash attack still doesn't close out the stock, actually. Snake heavy.
And that forward air there is a frame trap. It does work against taller characters based on that option, right? But Pikachu's down smash, we saw pancakes just so hard. You get down so low down to the ground, as we saw there, that he isn't able to get low enough to find it. I like the attempt for the sticky there. Grenade says, even if I miss that, right? You land, it blows up, you get covered after the fact. Still hasn't found a way back down. Yes, has reset the options. Yes, Pikachu can go side to stage. But Snake doesn't care. He's got the C4. He's controlling all the stage right now.
Trying to get back down to the ground. Collateral doesn't even need to get back down to the ground. All you need is to cover one platform with C4 and then jump to the other platform. Wait for Alight to force something. And Alight does actually find it there, but still too much of an uphill battle to battle against Snake. You have to force your way in, taking a whole lot more damage than you probably want to. I like the flanking, stalling out the grenades, stalling out the trap options, but Collateral still got stage.
Yep, I love that. That's the Allendiz classic setup there. That hug smash, grenade, hold shield, dash back, covers almost every option on reaction if you know what you're doing. But that time he didn't need it. He's just kind of locked in on the reads, locked in on the timing. And you see, right, willing to just hold shield, play patient, say, okay, Alight, if you're not going to attack me, if you're just going to swing on my shield, well, I got a tool for that, right? It's called grenade, and when you hit the shield, it blows up, and I get a combo.
Yep. Yeah, Alight's having to play very patient right now, and I like the nairs right there, but I mean, it's just a spacing option, and it's not even a good one at that. Finds a little bit of a combo here, and Collateral having no issues getting back to stage. Alight isn't able to capitalize on these openings.
That Z-drop, right, with the runoff, just to cover yourself on the retreat there from Collateral. So smart with the Snake. Again, setting up these walls, platformer, no, that time you quick attack in and take 30%. Yes, you get the grab, but unless you find this edge guard here, now he gets the reversal. On the flip side, you can go around the world, but he gets to wait, call you out after the fact, and that's gonna be the set. Kevin, what did we just watch? That man, it felt like Alight started to find something, and then it all got away from him.
I think that was a masterclass on why the Snake Pikachu matchup is even, right? It's all of the things that Pikachu has to work around means that you cannot play linearly at all. And Pikachu thrives on playing more of a linear game plan. You have all of the creativity options that you need at your disposal, in your toolkit to be creative, to change things up, to play variable. But if you're not prepared to do that, if you are more comfortable playing so linearly, Snake is the one matchup that will eat you alive.
Yeah, I think you said it best, right? Snake punishes linear, confident, aggressive play. Y'all at home might remember watching Spargo get dismantled by Hurt, right? And that's why Spargo, known for being this aggressive, very quick decision-making player, plays to his own game plan and says, I dare you to beat me. Well, guess what? Snake, his one rule is I don't let you do that.
Right.
More than anything, you play my game, it does not matter. Steve plays Snake's game, right? He molds the rules around him more than anybody else in the cast, and it's something you have to respect, right? The difference between him and Steve is that there's more direct counterplay to disrupt those rules, Snake sets, right? You get to use the grenades just like he does, whereas with Steve Walls, well, Steve's the one who gets to control every aspect of them.
Yeah, absolutely.